Yo, what's up, everybody? We're back with another Wolves Den podcast. I'm here with our co-host, Ryan.
What's up, guys?
So before we get started, don't forget that subscribe, like button, and let your friends know about the Wolves Den podcast. Go to Wolves Den Hells on Instagram. Give us a follow. Drop a comment on our videos. Another thing, go get your merch. We have the new Misfits out, Jiu-Jitsu Misfits. Get that at Tactical Inc. We also have the Wolves Den shirts, many more.
This one?
Yeah, we sell the Wolves Den.
We still have this one?
You got to get your guns. You got to get the guns.
Get those fucking things out. What is it? I got my concealed carry right here.
You got a CCW. You got the gun show.
CCW, baby, with these 22s.
So we get more than 100 likes on one of our videos. Ryan's going to go ahead and just put on a ship show for you guys.
Yeah, I'm actually going to get a Wolves Den tramp stamp.
We're going to have to follow you for that one when you get to tattoo.
I'm not paying for that if I'm getting it. I'm definitely not paying for that.
So we're gonna. What do you want to start off with today? What do we got, Ryan?
I don't know. Well, how was your week?
It was good, man. Last week we had Brandon on. I felt like it was a really good interview with Brandon. And then the next day, though, I started feeling a little under the weather.
Yeah.
So I've been fighting that, being under the weather. Still trying to train a little bit, but it was just allergies, the doctor said. So I've been dealing with that. My little girl's sick.
Everyone's getting sick right now.
Yeah, everyone's sick. I think it's a mixture between like COVID and the flu, they're saying, and then allergies on top of it. So
basically, we're just living life like we always did, right?
You just living life, and then we're not drinking today. So yeah, we're not.
What's
drinking.
happening, Eric?
Making that changes, baby.
We're good Christian men. That's what's happening.
We're not drinking because the medications we're on.
Yeah, all that Lexapro I'm on right now. I don't even know what Lexapro does.
No, man.
I think it's a bad psycho one, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the doctor put me on. I'll just say, but the doctor put me on prednisone to help with my asthma. And
that's like the inhaler shit, right?
Yeah, it's like a steroid.
Yeah, antihistamine or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a anti-inflammatory. And dude, like I think the second or third day I was on it, and it was a pretty heavy dose. I started getting like a little bit moody, so I was like, I can't take this shit.
Did you take the other medicine?
Yeah, I was taking other medicine. They put me on different meds now.
No, but did you take the other medicine?
Oh no, I didn't take them.
Did you try it at all yet?
I haven't because my lungs have been.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Tight.
Give it maybe give it a shot and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better now. Feeling a lot better now.
But then you know what? Just trust your instincts.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I get sick, my process is weird, and to the average person that doesn't smoke, they'd probably be like, this guy's a psychopath. But no matter what kind of sick I am, I always go outside. I keep the door closed. I light a couple incense. Basically, it's like a sweat hut, and I just fucking rip the bong for a good 45 minutes, dude.
Oh, shit.
And dude, I cough. Like, because you know when you cough, you ever like
Coughing
smoke something when you're coughing? It makes it like a million times worse, right? So it feels like hell, but then, and it sounds nasty, but I spit all my phlegm into like these paper towels and I throw them away.
Shit.
So it's disgusting, but hey, I'm like, I got to put it somewhere and I can't spit on the floor.
Yeah, it's cleaning it.
What am I going to mop it up every 2 days? So like, and the wife's going to, excuse me. The wife's going to be like, what are you doing in here? Like, that better not be yogurt again. So I my process is I'm thinking I'm purging all the bad shit out because I feel like a lot of the times you're coughing because you need to get rid of like the phlegm and all this stuff. So I'm like, sometimes I'm like, just purge it out, and just go. And usually about 5 minutes after I'm done dying or trying to catch my breath again and cleaning it out, I'll just drink water and relax, and I'll sleep like a baby. I'll breathe better because it also I don't know what it does. It opens up my sinuses.
Starts going.
It's like wasabi, dude. If I eat sushi and I always do the wasabi, I like it because I always take a shit ton and I put it in with the soy sauce.
Shit?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And just fucking.
I eat it too.
It's like a smelling salt for your food taste buds, or I don't know, but
when I first tried sushi, I didn't know what that was, and they're like, "Oh, try a whole scoop of it."
A spoon?
It looked like gum. I was like, oh, what is this? It was like a mint. Yeah, yeah.
I should have told you it was green tea.
Dude, I fucking took a whole scoop of that shit. Oh my god, fucking mouth was on
Was
fire.
there how many boogers were shooting out of your nose?
Oh, dude, I was at fucking dinner in front of everybody. It was embarrassing. It's the most embarrassing shit, dude. My mouth was like on fire, bro.
Dude, nothing can help with that too, because that's so much
pissed.
heat.
Yeah, so pissed.
That's funny.
Yeah, they got.
I would have been crying laughing. I probably would have been on the floor.
Yeah,
dude, it's just when bad shit happens, there's something in me that just wants to cry laughing.
When I'm sick, my favorite is pho.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but pho.
No, you are saying it right.
Yeah,
basically, it sounds like pho with fuck without the k.
Oh, dude, that's what I miss about San Jose. They have really good pho places.
Oh well, dude, there's like everywhere, dude.
Yeah,
there's
like,
3 on every like street corner.
I think there's 1 here. But when I'm sick, you get some good pho, man. There's fucking spice going in that.
Where do you go?
There's a place off in North San Jose.
Oh, in San Jose.
It's just a small little.
Which one is San Jose?
It's in North San Jose. It's by Costco. I forgot the name of it, but
is it the Costco by Almaden or whatever?
North San Jose, kind of by towards Milpitas.
Oh no, that's Milpitas. So that's the one in. Okay. I know.
There's one on the east side too. It was by Evergreen. It's a high school out there.
Yeah, Silver Creek.
Yeah. There's one out there. It's like a little mom and pop. It was the first one I went to.
Okay.
Freaking, they come out quick.
Oh, dude, it's
I went
always
in there hungover my first time, and my buddies were like, "Hey, try this." Fucking did, and they put the hot sauce.
You put the hoisin sauce in there too?
Yeah, dude, all of it.
And the sriracha.
Yeah. I always get the beef brisket. It's my favorite, dude.
Yeah.
Get all that lemon in there.
You get the weird shit, or no? You just get the. I always just get the beef.
Yeah, I get the beef.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. My wife orders the shrimp and all the other stuff.
Oh, that's good. Shrimp's always good.
She loves shrimp, dude. It's like her favorite thing.
I could live off shrimp for a while. Yeah? Maybe not forever, but for a while.
Yeah.
Because you could do so much different shit with it, and it's cheap, and it's quick to cook. I mean, you could cook it with lemon.
I have an allergy with shellfish.
Oh, so you can't eat it.
I've never had it. I tried shrimp one time when I was a kid. Was that considered shellfish? But
yeah, it is.
So when I ate the shrimp, I ended up having an allergic reaction. Like everything got really tight. The same thing with watermelon.
Dude, you're like
watermelon does the same thing.
Have you seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
No.
I think he's allergic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, he's allergic to pepper. He just chokes on a lobster. Never mind.
It's like
that was a pointless reference.
Will Smith. It was that one movie. Will Smith.
Oh, Hitch?
Yeah, Hitch.
And his face is all fucking swollen.
Face all fucked up. Yeah.
That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
That was when I had a big Ava Mendes crush.
Oh, yeah, everyone did.
My wife used to give me so much shit.
Everyone did.
Because I was so outward about it.
Yeah. Have you seen her in We Own the Night?
Yeah. That's the one with Joaquin Phoenix, right?
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie, man.
She was good in Training Day, Too Fast, Too Furious. There was no nude scenes in Too Fast, Too Furious. No. I don't think she's ever really done nude, though. I think she's shown her butt. That's about it.
Yeah, you probably have to Google it.
I have. I didn't find anything.
Google it again, dude. See what comes.
Yeah, I need to do it again because it's been a few years.
Yeah.
I've been off the Ava Mendes train. Is it Eva Mendes or Ava? I always say Ava because I think it sounds better.
All right, so Sandra Bullock or Eva Mendes?
Are we talking Sandra? Are we talking both in their prime or are we talking Sandra both now?
Prime.
Ooh.
A hard choice, huh?
I'm gonna get, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna go Sandra Bullock, maybe.
The one that when she came out in that movie with the bus, Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah, Speed.
Yeah.
She kind of had a stupid haircut in that movie, but she was still hot.
Everyone was digging her back then.
Yeah.
Eva Mendes too.
That's a good crush. I like her.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think her husband's stupid for leaving her.
Who's her husband again?
It was Jesse James, the biker dude.
Oh well, that dude's a fucking. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
he was with that other chick, that tattooed chick too.
Kat Von D.
Yeah, he was with Kat Von D.
But like,
Kat Von D, dude, she's not ugly.
No, I don't think she's ugly, and I don't even think Jesse James is a bad-looking guy. But I'm just saying he's a guy who makes bikes. Like, what would she expect him to? He probably doesn't want to do a normal, conventional things that she wants.
Yeah.
He's got his own life, dude.
Yeah.
That guy's for sure doing his own thing. Like, he needs to find someone like Kat Von D that has their own thing. Well, Sandra Bullock has her own thing, but she's also winding down and probably wants to, like, slow down on the acting.
That's a pretty good person to settle down with. If she was, like, personality-wise.
Dude, wouldn't it be funny if the reason she left because she's like, I was just tired of doing cocaine and like staying up late and working on bikes.
Probably.
I don't think he does cocaine. I think he's been sober for like 20 years or something.
I wouldn't mind her, like, just if that was, girl, like my girl or something.
So who was your crush then? You brought up Sandra Bullock out of nowhere, but who was your crush?
Sandra Bullock was one of them. I had a lot in high school when I was younger. A lot of different chicks. I don't know, man. There was a lot. I liked Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With her hair down.
Yeah.
So you don't see her giant forehead.
She was hot back in the days.
She was hot though.
But then
ever since they've pointed out she has a humongous forehead, I cannot unsee it.
Really?
Oh, dude, it's huge.
Now she's older.
But she also does things purposely, so you can't always. I mean, she's a supermodel. They know what they need to do.
Yeah. I think my brother had a crush on Gwen Stefani.
She's pretty hot, dude.
She was hot back in the days too.
She's still pretty hot.
Yeah.
She's just different hot.
Yeah. She married that country guy.
Blake Shelton?
Yeah, Blake Shelton.
They started as co-hosts, and love took over.
Yeah.
She used to be with the dude from Bush.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Gavin Rossdale.
You know who I also thought was hot is what's her name? Lisa Monet.
Oh yeah, from the chick from the Cosby Show.
Yeah,
wasn't she the older
Momoa's ex-wife?
She's the light-skinned sister in the Cosby Show,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm attracted to women that are different backgrounds, different ethnicities. My wife's Hawaiian. Also, like, attracted to women who are black, African American. Like, I don't know. That's what I've been.
What about aliens? What about alien women? You think you saw like
alien chick?
There was a hot green
like
alien chick.
Like, what kind of alien? Like, coming from
dude, like
Mexico alien or what?
No, dude. Like, what kind of green Mexicans do you know?
I know.
I was gonna say, yeah, like, dude, think about like Guardians of the Galaxy. There's like hot aliens in those movies.
That chick who plays in that movie, she's pretty hot.
Like Gamora?
Yeah, Gamora.
That's what I'm
she's
saying.
A hot chick, dude.
I'd be down for some aliens.
That's the same girl who plays the assassin chick, right?
Yeah, she was in Colombiana.
Yeah, she's was it Chloe? What's her name? She's gorgeous.
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana. She's gorgeous, dude. Yeah, crush on that girl too.
I didn't know she was Latina.
Is she?
Yeah, she's
mixed though, right? She has to be like Puerto Rican or something, or.
No, I think she's. I forgot, but I think she's Latina. She's not African American.
One of the girls I did.
She could
have
do
a crush
either
on
though.
too in high school was I liked Little Kim, dude.
Who?
Little Kim in high school.
Oh yeah, she did not turn out well now.
No, but
have you seen her now?
She was badass.
Oh no, dude! Back in the '90s, yeah, even the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Like Mickey Rourke. Got to know where she started boxing and got her face all fucked up. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
What fight did you lose?
For me, I've never got into the women that are blue hair, blonde hair, blue eyes women. I just never did. Mine has always been like, like I've been dating I was dating either a lot of Latina women, which before I met my wife, I told myself I was never going to date a Latina woman again.
Yeah.
So I met my wife and she's Hawaiian. And then I did a lot of women that were black. So it was just kind of my flavor, that I got. But the alien part, yeah, definitely.
Got to diversify.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But dude, that's the future. Watch. There's already robot people, so dudes are gonna start banging robots. They already are, but they're gonna there's gonna be robot places that are Yeah,
but I mean, you imagine go to a bar and I'm bringing home a robot.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know. It'd be like Blade Runner. You'd find out right before you finish.
Fuck, that would fucking be crazy, dude.
What if you're just about to finish and they turn into a fucking transformer and they're like,
oh
yeah,
shit, dude,
no, blue balls, eject. That would be the scariest fucking thing in the world. You are most vulnerable in that moment of your life.
Sleeping with a fucking robot.
Yeah, especially right at that specific moment.
Yeah.
You don't care about anything but that one goal. And if something comes out of nowhere, I've never had something like that happen.
There's dudes out there who'd fucking sleep with robots right now if they had a chance.
Oh, there's dudes right now that would pay probably insane amount of money to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
They'd probably kill people to do it.
It's
Or
fucking
already
nuts.
have.
Yeah. Fucking nuts, dude. Fuck that. It'd be weird.
Literally,
dude.
fuck that, dude.
Yeah. Until that fucking AI fucking turns on you.
Don't say no until you try it, dude.
Nah, I'm happy. I wouldn't have. Fuck that.
Just think about it like this. It could be anyone you want. I'm not.
If
it would
it's,
scare
if
the
it's a
shit out of
robot,
me.
is that cheating? If it's a robot?
I think the argument would be like, I don't know. I guess on a legal standpoint it isn't, but on a moral standpoint maybe.
It's a robot. It's a piece of metal.
You tell that to the Christian church. They're gonna be aborting robots. They're gonna be like they're gonna be pro-life robots. Do not get rid of us. Don't put us in the hole.
Yeah, dude.
Don't bury us with ET.
This would be like a topic for Howard Stern.
Yeah, or us.
Yeah, or us. Howard Stern's pretty
Howard
cool, though.
Stern's old.
Dude, I love
He just
listening
wants to
his
interview
stuff.
rock stars. He doesn't give
Porn
a fuck
stars.
anymore.
And porn stars.
He's not doing it.
Dude, he's done some crazy shit on his little radio host podcast, whatever he has going on.
Yeah.
He does some crazy shit, dude. I've seen some crazy videos of him.
You mean back in the day?
Yeah, dude. He has machines where girls are riding these machines on
the
there.
Sibian machines.
Yeah, and they're fucking having straight up orgasms on his show. Like, it's fucking nuts, dude.
I know, and he was getting paid.
Yeah, he's getting paid to do that.
He's getting
shit.
paid to do that.
And he's married too, right? So
Yeah.
he has a super open relationship. But
Yeah, but I also feel like, I don't know. Whoever's dating Howard Stern definitely knew that's who he was.
yeah, he's fucking making a lot.
Because
Of
by
money.
the time
He's
he
made
was
a lot
on
of money.
TV, he was already on the radio for like over 10 years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's like, if you don't know who the fuck he is or how he gets down, like, that's your fault.
You ever watch that movie they made of him?
What, Private Parts?
Yeah.
I didn't finish it.
No.
I know it sounds crazy. Because I know what it's about. I've seen parts of it. I've started it. I've just never finished it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty good, interesting movie. It just kind of goes from the beginning where he kind of started off at the radio.
Yeah, like when he's working at the radio station.
Yeah, everything else he had to deal with.
Because he literally started like working as like a bottom of the barrel like intern or something, I think. And then he worked his way into being on radio, which is crazy.
There was another crazy movie, was that one with Hustlers. It was about the Hustler magazine.
Oh, I haven't watched that one. Larry Flint.
Yeah, Larry Flint. That was a crazy one.
I thought you were talking about that movie Hustlers about the strippers.
I haven't seen that one yet. I gotta watch that
Cardi
one.
B, J-Lo, I think.
Yeah, I gotta watch that one. I haven't seen it yet.
It's okay.
Iron Claw is a good movie I just saw. Should definitely recommend Iron Claw.
I need to watch it again. I fell asleep, and it's not because it's boring.
Oh, and then the next one is Civil War.
I get too stoned.
Civil War is a good movie.
So were you one of those people like 10 years ago that was always like, because to me, I've never preached it, but I've always been like, one day we're just gonna fight each other, because that's what I feel like. That's what's been baited. That's what's been baited on our media for the last like 20 years. It's always like this versus that, this versus that, this versus that, right?
I mean, but honestly, man, I've never really thought that, but it's like now that the media portrays it, and it's what Hollywood's pushing out. It's like they're giving this agenda of what they really want, and then when it happens, they're not going to know what to do with it. It's going to be uncontrollable.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I believe that.
Some crazy motherfuckers out there with guns, dude.
Yeah, but they've been there, and like that's what I'm saying.
They give them a chance.
This has been a theory for a long time. This isn't just because the movie came out last year. I mean, this year doesn't. This is not a new theory. This has been kind of perpetuated and put out there by a bunch of people. Not any kind of reputable source that would be, that people would use, but people have theorized, hey, what's the point of the two-party system? What's the point of, our arguments every 4 years? And, what's up with these like random moments in time that we obsess about, like George Floyd and January 6th, and how on each side of the political spectrum, there's one side's pushing it more than the other. And it is kind of weird, man. I'm not saying those are all orchestrated things, but I am saying the media definitely picks and chooses how it tells a story.
Yeah, oh yeah, for
to
sure.
make it seem like it's this versus that, you know?
I actually stopped watching the news.
Oh, I don't watch the news
anymore.
anymore.
I stopped watching the news just because it was bullshit to me. But it was just like, I mean, once in a while I'll see something on Valuetainment or something, one of the pages I follow on Instagram or Yahoo. But I try, and Yahoo is probably not the best to get news articles from. But
I mean, who knows what's good?
Yeah, I
Doesn't
just
matter.
kind of
just check a bunch.
Yeah, I just kind of like stop watching the news here and there. I watch the news for like weather, but then they're even wrong.
You're almost better off not.
They're even wrong with that.
Oh my god. The news is informative. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not telling people not to watch it, but I don't watch it because
I have a better day when I don't watch it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm already miserable.
Yeah,
like I'm already trying to like, you know, ever since my mom passed, I've been like, at least in my mind, digging myself out of a hole, you know, and it's gotten a lot better, but you know, there's moments where it's just like, it feels harder than you know, than it should. But
with your mom passing, like waking up, her not being there.
Yeah, but what the hell? I was gonna tie this into something, and I'm fucking stoned, and I forgot.
Let's talk about.
I know what we're gonna go into, but I was literally gonna tie it into something, but must not have been that important, ladies and gentlemen. So I wanted to talk about something that has been part of my life since I was probably 7 years old. And the reason I don't know this exact date is just because I didn't journal back then. And I wish I did, because I'm going to have to do a lot more hunting with some family and try and figure this out. It's just kind of hard to pry because of the subject matter. But long story short, guys, in 1996 or 1997, my mom was involved in a bank robbery in Santa Clara. She worked as, I don't know if she was a teller, but I know she worked at the bank behind the counter. And all I remember that day was because we were latchkey kids, you know, we stayed after the after school program because both our parents worked, which is a pretty normal thing. And my dad picked us up, which wasn't normal because my mom was always, I don't know why, she was just always the one that picked us up. So it was really weird when, first of all, it was late. And even though I was like 7 or 8, I was like, what the fuck what's taking so long? You know, in my head, it's always so long you could play with these little toys. And then my dad picked us up, and I don't even remember the conversation in the car. The only thing I remember is when we got home, because at the time we lived in the trailer park. And when we got home, I saw my mom with so much gauze. She was wearing like a neck brace and so much gauze and bandages on her face that I couldn't even see like all of her face, you know, and I didn't even know what to think. I think it helped that I didn't see the bad stuff, you know, but it made me confused at such a young age, because everything I had to go off of was really what other people would tell me, you know? So it's like, oh, I come to find out this is the best way I can remember this story. And unfortunately, I can't ask my mom because she's not around anymore. And I don't know if I would even have the courage to ask her to relive this trauma at all, ever. But the last time I remember it was told to me by her and by people involved close to her was, excuse me, it was just a regular day at work. Obviously it always is. And then, these guys come in. I don't remember any of the specifics, but I remember, if I'm trying to remember right, she had a coworker named Carmen or something, I believe. And maybe I don't want to find anyone involved. That'd be too fucked up. But from what I remember, something bad happened to her. I don't know whether it was sexual assault or something like that, but you know, something happened to her, and I don't know whether my mom was sticking up for her, but I know my mom was the one that was opening the safe. And she was opening it, and then I don't know, maybe they wanted her to go work faster, I guess. So the way it was explained to me is they had like a Magnum, and they took the Magnum and smashed my mom, pistol whipped her in the forehead with the side of the barrel, the part that twists, the revolver. So they smashed her in the forehead with that. It took 56 stitches to close up her head, and I think she almost died. And they also said like when they were trying to bandage her, the blood was like projectile, like squirting out of her fucking head and shit. And it's kind of fucked. It's crazy. And I, it's weird too, because it's hard for me to listen to when I say it, but because I don't have any memories of anything happening, like it really tears me apart more when I read the actual shit, you know, like, so I was like bored a couple years ago, and I was just like, I got to be able to find a news article about this, you know, and it's just it's very fucking hard to track down news articles. They show you in movies all the time. You go to the library, you go in the basement, you're moving shit over. You can always find news articles. I don't know why, dude. It was like there's so many pay sites, and I'm scared I'm gonna pay and have them not have it, and so I haven't done that pay route. If anyone out there knows like a good way to resource this, I know there's newspapers.com and all this shit. I tried Google Archives, but Google only goes up to 1963. It goes way back. So I just need to find articles from like the Mercury or the Chronicle from like between the years 97 and like 98 or 96 and 98. So if anyone knows like a catalog or some kind of website that I can use that I haven't been able to find, let me know. That'd be awesome. But I was able to find this article from 98 from SF Gate. And the article's entitled Cops Nab 53 in Series of Robberies. So it's from April 11th, 98. I don't know how this thing got cataloged, but luckily it did. So fast forward. This is 98. Fast forward to 2009. I'm living on my own. I'm introduced to a bunch of new guys that I'm working with who are super into hip hop and that kind of stuff. So I got like really into like Bay Area rap more than I used to be, and Mac Dre and all that kind of stuff, right? Specifically Mac Dre, especially with these guys. So it was getting so deep in the catalog that I was starting to like really get into their music, but the guys I was hanging out with knew a lot about them too. So they were telling me like cool facts and all this shit. Well, there was like few moments in that time frame when I was hanging out with those guys in that year and a half where I was putting those pieces together, but I wasn't really figuring it out. And it was like, they were telling me, oh yeah, they used to rob pizza parlors and then it moved to banks. And I was like, wait, what time were they doing all this? And they're like, oh yeah, like 97, 98, the Bay Area. And I'm like, there's no way. But the weird thing was, I remember my mom telling me that they were connected. Our information given to the family was they were connected to gangster rappers at the time. This is 98. So everyone's demonizing gangster rap. This is a good example of it, actually, but so they're saying these guys robbed the credit union, and then they went and wrote a song about it and got busted for it. And that was the story I always knew. I just didn't know who the fuck they were. So I was like, when they said, oh yeah, they wrote a song and they got busted, and then I still didn't put it together. I think maybe it was because also back then I think I tried looking it up and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
So I just thought, nah, let's just let this thing. I think part of me actually was more so because my mom was still alive. I was like, this isn't my trauma, and I shouldn't be trying to like make things hard on other people. So I didn't want to bother anyone else about it. But it wasn't until like a couple years ago after my mom passed where I was like, you know what? Something popped in my head again. And I was just like, I want to figure this shit out. You know, I literally was like telling the wife one night, I was like, I was getting close to wanting to pay like an undercover or someone to like locate the guys who did it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but then I'm like, well, what am I going to do? And this is before I was training.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I don't even own a gun. I'm like, what was I going to do?
Yeah.
I would have got fucking killed. But
maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
But at the same time, nothing good or would have changed it in a good way. So
what would you want out of them? An apology? Or
no.
What would you feel like if you saw one of them? Like, what would you want from that person?
I don't think anything.
Your mom was a victim.
No, I don't want anything because at the end of the day, like, and I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but it's just like, for me, like, that crime was committed and those crimes are committed all the time, and that doesn't make it right. But say I go and kill that guy. Let's just say I kill him. Cool, he's dead. Well, his nephew wants to kill me, and now he's going to kill my son. And so now I created something on my own that didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
Like, this already happened.
Yeah, that happened.
I can either let it go, or I can make it worse on my family and myself and their family and their selves. And I, because one night I was thinking about it. I was like, let's just say I go and kill him. Like, fuck it, right? That'd be cool. Yeah, just blow him away. Go in like Tarantino style, just shoot him in the chest with a shotgun, right? Yeah. Great. There's closure. Then what? I'm going to jail. I murdered a guy in cold blood. I'm probably not going to get out for a long time. Then when they find out it's premeditated and I'm connected to this, oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
But also, what legacy did I leave my children? You know, and what legacy did I leave his kids? Because his kids didn't do anything wrong. And if I did something to their dad, I'm just punishing them.
Yeah.
You know, he's not going to feel anything. If I, you know,
it's kind of like,
you almost want something worse than death for people.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, that movie, The Godfather. Remember that part of
yeah,
Godfather?
Of course.
Where he goes and, was it Robert, De Niro?
Yeah. In part 2.
Yeah. He goes and he finds,
the motherfucker, the old OG, the white mafia motherfucker with the.
He goes back to Italy.
And he. Oh, okay.
The guy who killed his mom.
In Italy, or are you talking about the guy in New York?
No, Italy.
Was it the dude with the weird mustache you're talking about?
It was the guy
where he turns the light bulb off?
No.
That part?
This is the part where he's
where he goes back to the homeland.
Goes back to the homeland. Robert is not. It's
when he's young. It's Marlon Brando when he was young.
Yeah, Marlon Brando, and he finds the dude. I think he killed his mom or something. Could be wrong, but I'm thinking he killed his mom, and then he ends up killing him.
Is that the turning point when the dad turned more gangster?
Yeah,
that was that, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, it was because he was a kid, and then he. I gotta rewatch part 2 because I love part 1.
I gotta watch it again, but it's almost like that. It's just like a circle.
But it just created more shit.
Crazy more shit.
Yeah. Because their family knows people where you live. And
yeah. And that happens all the time in the gangster world, you know?
But that's why it's an infinity.
Yeah.
Because there's always something to keep it going. It's a pendulum.
No cycle's ever broken.
There's always someone to keep the shit spinning. So I found out these dudes were in the Romper Room Gang that was affiliated with Mac Dre. And it wasn't Mac Dre, but he produced the record. We listened to the song right before that episode. There's a song called Uninvited, and that's the song that got them busted. And there's a couple lyrics in it, man, where you're like, man, were they like talking about my mom? So it's fucked up. But according to the cops, it says it kind of confirmed their suspicions. Lieutenant Joanne West of the Vallejo PD, they were bragging about it on a rap CD. It's kind of brazen for them to brag about it as though they were untouchable. Like, no, that's pretty normal for gangster rap.
Yeah.
And it sounded like pretty good gangster rap. Like, I was even telling Eric before today, I was like, hey, man, I found the song that they wrote that was about my mom's bank robbery, and I hate it because it's actually pretty catchy.
Yeah.
And it sounds pretty sick. And I the thing is fucked up, is through all this bullshit, I love gangster rap. It's one of my favorite genres because of the honesty in it.
Yeah.
And Is it bad? Yeah. But so is the fucked up shit that we write other songs about, you know? And at the end of the day, it's a storybook of our culture, especially for the time. And I feel like that's what's important about music is it definitely catalogs what we're doing and what we're going through, you know? And we can learn from that shit later rather than having to keep fucking going and going. Because at the end of the day, man, think about this. Like, all those moms back in the 90s wanted to take away gangster rap, right? Oh, no, our children are influenced by it. Good. Let your children get influenced by it. Because here's the thing. There's actual gangs out there that are also influencing your children. And if they can get that weird taboo thrill off of the music and not be part of the gang life, wouldn't you much rather have that? Wouldn't you much rather have your kid listen to West Side Connection than go to Seawalk down the street and like do drive-bys? I mean, like, I'd rather my kid be exposed to something and not be in it.
Yeah, I think some kids, like the wannabes, take it too far.
Yeah, but I feel like those kids were going to get in it anyway, because those are the kids that they almost didn't even need an excuse. They needed somewhere to go. We've talked about this before. Yeah. So it's not the music that got them in there. It was the camaraderie, the brotherhood. It was the family aspect.
Well, there's other
the fear, maybe.
Some other raps that came out. And some other gangster rap that came out, and it was produced as with a plan, and it was a recruitment tool to recruit gangsters into a certain gang.
Oh, for like how their rap sounded?
Yeah, I don't want to get details, but it was like a certain.
But like, what if you're a good rapper but you're a shitty gangster? There's plenty of those out there.
Yeah, I think some of it was a recruitment tool.
Like Snoop Dogg's not a notorious gangster; he's just a really dope gangster rapper.
Yeah, when everybody heard Snoop back then, everybody wanted to be like Snoop too.
Oh, he's sick, but he's not going out there breaking eggs, dude.
Yeah,
he's got homies for that.
What did your mom go through after this? Like what played out? Do you remember?
Well, so this is the fucked up thing, man. Is like I don't remember all that much, so I don't know whether I'm fucking the one that blacked this shit out too or what. But
sometimes we do that, right? Like with trauma.
100%. But the thing that's fucked up is that I do remember my mom having a lot of issues when she got older. She had a harder time because she was on so many prescription medicines, and I feel like that whole prescription medicine thing definitely took off right after this. I don't know for sure, but
like maybe anxiety, stuff like that could have happened.
Oh, I mean PTSD like a motherfucker, I'm sure. These guys are wearing ski masks, so
you feel like these guys fucked up your childhood?
I mean, probably. Yeah. I don't think I had a bad childhood, but I think they fucked up my mom. Yeah. I think they fucked up her living her life, you know, and that's the part I'm not sad about what I went through. I'm sad what she went through, but like my uncle told me one time, I think this was like 5 or 6 years ago, it was me and my wife and my uncle, and we were just out at dinner or something, and just like we were talking about my mom, and this is when she was either just before she got cancer or she was just getting sick, but she definitely wasn't gone yet. And he was telling me like basically along the lines of, man, I wish you could have remembered who she was before that. And like there's two reactions to that. I'm sure I reacted politely on the outside, but on the inside, I was like happy he told me that, to understand that like she was good or happy, I guess. But then like part of me was kind of like, you kind of just like uppercutted me in the stomach with like information that from like age 7 to now, my mom is not the same person she was when I was age 6 till born. Yeah. So it's like
something happened.
That doesn't make me feel good, because then it's like, but mind you, this is 20 plus years after this happened that he tells me that. So it's just like, okay, I mean, I had some good memories, but yeah. So it's just, but there's truth to it. And, and he knew her 30 years before that happened. So I believe him. He lived with her at home. He grew up with her. I mean, they were 9 years apart, but yeah, they had a close relationship, and yeah, I mean, I believe what he said. I don't. I mean, I was so young. I don't remember what it was like before, and my mom was always kind to me. There was never points where she wasn't sweet, you know, like everyone has their hard moments and stuff, but she never like abused me or my sister, and never verbally abused us either. So that's the thing that breaks my heart in a way, is like, I feel like in a way, with all the shit she went through, she should have, if anything, she would have had an excuse to beat the shit out of us. But you know, she, even with all that, she still raised us well and was a good mom. But I'm sure, like, the influx of all the prescription meds she had to take, and these are all like, I don't know what they were, but they were the big boy crazy meds. So they weren't testing this shit on people like, well, and so these are all the things that 10 years ago they have all these settlements for and all these commercials for. So
ones that are affecting the liver and shit.
Oh yeah. Like,
there you go.
Because part of the problem, she was even telling me, she's like, just be careful with medicines you take, because they're bad for your kidneys and your livers and your liver. And I mean, I used to take Zantac 75 back in the day because I used to get heartburn.
Oh, now people
because of the sodium intake. Well, they don't even sell it anymore because, yeah, exactly. I stopped taking it years ago, but I'm like, yeah, well, there you go. I'm probably gonna get I mean, you're gonna get cancer from anything. Like McDonald's is gonna give you cancer for sure.
Fucking air to breathe.
Yeah, but I mean, and the double back real quick on the article. There's one thing I read today that really was cryptic. It was the very end of the article. It says, it's explaining, wrapping up about the incident with the Romper Room Gang, but in quotes, it's, in the early years, they did a lot of pizza robberies. Then they graduated to credit union and banks and became more violent in their approach. And then, this is the part that stuck with me, said in one case, the suspects allegedly beat up a teller with a pistol, authorities said.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, dude. That was my mom. You know, like, and that's just like a sentence on text on my phone. But that hit me harder than, you know, like, you know, just talking about it.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, oh, here's the actual fucking evidence that this shit is fucked up. And but I know there's people out there that are dealing with stuff similar, you know, and have dealt with it. So I don't want to be like a fucking victim.
Yeah, no.
Crying about it, but I want some closure, dude, because I feel like I want to know, I want to be able to read what happened, and it will make me feel better. I've had people tell me, be careful what you wish for her, you know, and I'm like, look, bro, my mom's already gone. You know, she already went through this. What's the worst that could happen for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because to me, it's almost worse to not know. You know, think about all those people that have missing family members. It's like, it gets to a point after a certain amount of time where they just want closure.
Yeah.
You know, they just want to know that they're either dead or they're safe. Because it's like, after 20 years of missing a child, at that point, you probably just want them to be you probably want to find out they died 20 years earlier.
Yeah.
Because I think the last thing I would want is to find out my kid was kept in a cave and, you know what I mean? Chained up for 10 years or some shit.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, are you expecting closure from these guys, or are you looking?
Oh no, I'm not going to go to the source. I'm hoping I could find like an article
that just give you that type of closure.
Do you want to hear something that eats at me all the time? So, my mom wrote a journal about this shortly after it happened, I think. Short like a journal, filled it up. I don't know what she did with it. And I think I asked my sister once, I said, I'm curious about mom's journal. And I'll never ask her about it. But I just wanted to ask you, like, do you know if she still has it? I mean, that's something you can't even dig into when someone's alive.
Yeah.
But I think this was after she passed, and I just was like, how do we even know where that is? You know, and I don't think she would keep it.
Maybe she tossed it before.
I mean, let me ask you a question. I don't know if you do it, but if you had a journal or something like that, would you hold on to it? If you wrote a journal about your incident to maybe move past it,
yeah,
would you
actually
keep it or would you throw it away?
So I personally write stuff in my phone.
Yeah.
So I've done that for the last like 3 years, 4 years, just on this journey of like healing and PTSD.
Right.
So like I wrote stuff. So I think for me, I would keep it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just for so something ever happened, my family has a better understanding.
That's what I think.
was thinking.
That's what I think too. And somewhere in my heart of hearts, I don't think she got rid of it. But I also,
you never know what's in there. She maybe didn't want you to read. You know?
oh no, I don't think she wanted anyone to read it.
Yeah, for sure.
But me being a piece of shit, I'm like, Mom, it's not up to you anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I'm gonna read that. If I find it, I'm reading it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Do you believe that some secrets are best kept, like being secrets, or?
I think to an extent, you could argue it's none of my business, for sure, because it's her thoughts, and that's why first and foremost I'd rather just find an article about it.
Yeah.
Because I know there's factual narrative that I can read.
Like this damn.
But I'm just
kid.
telling you, if I found that's the holy grail of the truth.
Yeah.
I would read it. Absolutely, I would read it.
Like this damn kid, fucking. This is why I try to hide it, but you
It would
fucking
probably
found it.
it would probably destroy me while I read it.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
But I would want to do it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, I'm one of those people, dude. Sometimes you gotta. Everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. You know, like,
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta go through hell to get places. Sometimes you gotta break yourself down to nothing to build yourself back up. You know, and I think sometimes the only way to learn from shit is to live through it. And even if I read it, I'm not living through it. But I there's some empathic part of me that wants to take on that pain. Part of it's nosy because I love her and I want to have her back and I want to know what happened. And I never would have the courage or the vanity to ask her. Not vanity, but selfishness to ask her. But it's like, if you knew you could find out something, you would do it. Maybe it's not morally correct, but I'll tell you right now, I'll do it. I know it's probably not morally correct, but it's like curiosity killed the cat, dude. You know? But satisfaction brought him back. But it's like, I don't know. Would I be satisfied if I read it? I don't think I'd feel good, but I think I would get closure.
But what if it takes you into a deeper hole?
I think it would take me to a deeper hole, but I don't think I would spiral down it.
Yeah.
Because I know how the story ends, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I read it and she was still alive, that might be different. You know, that's different.
Yeah.
Because then I could still see her, and then how would I keep it secret that I knew at? And see, that's when you know it was wrong. When you're like, if you feel guilty about knowing that, that's what I'm saying. She's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, people listening right now, I'm sure it's probably unethical, but
what do you have to say to those guys that did that shit?
I mean, I'm not gonna like, fuck you, dude. I'm coming for it. No, you know, like what? I mean, I don't know. Like, I watched the video. Like, one of the dudes he used to be called Coolio before he got locked up in the 90s, and then Coolio got popular, so he changed his name to Da Underdog. And he was talking, there's videos of him online, and he's talking, he got out of jail, and he was one of the 3 guys that were committing the crimes. They were 16 to 21 years old, and he was one of the 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
He was a youngster, dude. That's young.
Yeah.
You know, and that doesn't change how I feel. But it gives you perspective, you know? It's like these guys were more focused on trying to make money and prove their worth to their homies and themselves than they were caring about other people.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
That's a strange way to live, man. But that's why for me, I'm like, I ain't mad at them. I don't envy them. I don't pity them. I just, I'm a firm believer in you pay for what you do. And I don't know if I don't think you've paid for it yet. I don't think those motherfuckers have paid for it yet. And
they might not even be out of prison.
No. I'm just saying, like, they will pay for it, but they haven't paid for it yet. You know, once they meet their person, once they meet their maker, that's when they'll pay for it, you know?
100%.
So it's like, that's going to be the worst. That's the worst judgment of all.
Yeah.
You can take a fucking wig and throw powder on my face, but if I'm the one telling you, hey, look, you're going this way, you're going that way, that's a hell of a judgment, man.
Yeah.
And that's something they got to deal with. And that, to me, that's punishment, because they got to live out the rest of their fucking lives knowing they fucking hurt all those people and they never made it right. They just made it right with the state. They didn't make it right with those families. They didn't make it right with the victims, you know, and you're gonna pay for that, man. Like I'm one of those people. Energy, man. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. And if you're hurting people, you're gonna get hurt, or your family's gonna get hurt. You know, that shit. It doesn't end well. You know, even if you come back, like he's probably a good person now. He's probably like doing right by his family. And that's another reason why I'm not angry and actively mad about it. But
I was gonna be a dick and say probably not.
Maybe, or he isn't.
I'm just playing.
He might not be. A lot of those guys, you go so down that dark path. I don't feel like you can behave. You can fit in society again.
Yeah, I have a hard
but you're
time.
not. You're playing a role. You're not a different person.
Yeah.
You're just behaving. There's still that evil person going around and throwing ideas out at you. You're just shooting them down.
And the crazy part is, it's like there's still these groups out there that are doing stupid shit like that.
Yeah, and they're everywhere, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And that doesn't make it right. And that doesn't mean I'm complacent. But
no.
I'm not Batman.
No.
You know, I can't kill all the bad guys. I can't put them away. I can't.
You ever see that movie with Bruce Willis? He's a doctor. Someone hurts his kid, and he goes into a dark zone.
Is it Unbreakable?
Is it? No. He's like, maybe. He wears a hood, and he goes around.
Yeah.
He's like, goes after everyone that hurt his daughter. So his daughter's in the house alone with the wife. The wife gets killed. There's a robbery goes wrong.
I think it's Unbreakable.
The wife dies, and then the daughter survives. She's in the hospital.
Does he survive a train accident?
Isn't it Unbreakable?
Maybe it's not Unbreakable.
No, it's not Unbreakable. I got to send you the movie.
Is it Mel Gibson or is it?
No, it's Bruce Willis. So he goes around and
I feel stupid for not
I think
knowing.
his first, so he goes around with this like hoodie on, and let me find it real quick. But
it's a newer. It's one of his newer ones when he was older, right?
Yeah, it's one of his newer ones.
It wasn't
before.
like the 90, 2000 era.
No, it's one of the newer ones.
Oh, okay,
but it's a
okay.
really good movie, dude.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he plays this like.
I think I've seen it. Did he beat people up in the rain or something? That sounds like every Mel Gibson.
No,
Not Mel Gibson. That sounds like every
Death Wish.
Death Wish.
Yeah, it's Death Wish.
Oh yeah, they remade Death Wish.
Yeah, it's Death Wish.
That's right. He was Charles Bronson's character.
Yeah, Charles Bronson, Death Wish. Yeah, Death Wish was actually my uncle, that one that passed. He would always talk about that movie.
The original.
Yeah, the original Death Wish.
Dude, the original's way more brutal.
Yeah, with Bruce Willis, this one's pretty good too.
You know who one of the rapists are in the first Death Wish?
No.
Jeff Goldblum.
Really? Fuck.
That movie, that scene, and that movie with the Charles Bronson one from the 70s. That movie's just one of the most. It's to me one of the most damaging movies.
Yeah.
That scene is just fucked.
I don't remember the scene for the first movie.
It's the whole like rape scene.
Okay.
And
this one they didn't really show too much. It was just.
Oh no, they showed.
No, the new one.
Oh no, in the new one they don't
yeah.
show. I mean, they don't show like penetration or anything in the
yeah.
old one, but they show a lot.
Yeah.
Like smacking around, and just like fuck.
Well,
man.
it was like that one movie, right? When what's the guy that paid $300? Gerald Butler.
Or Gerard Butler.
Gerald Butler. Yeah. When remember his house gets broken into, and he's this fucking like ex-military spy guy, like kind of architect. He designs the.
Are you talking about the one with Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. Yeah.
Repo Man. No.
No, not Repo Man. Repo Man was actually a good movie too.
What the fuck was that? I know what you're talking about though, where they
He's in a prison.
it's the one where he goes postal and gets revenge on all those but in
Fucking
crazy
Yeah,
ways.
it's a crazy fucking movie, dude.
That's a good fucking movie. That's a good revenge movie.
Yeah,
like the
good.
beginning is so brutal.
Yeah.
Like what they do to his family.
Yeah.
But the revenge he gets is so sweet.
But that's the thing, man. When someone hurts your family, like your kids or something, like, not to get off topic.
No. This is on topic.
When someone hurts your kids or something, it's like, that's your thought is to fucking get fucking brutal, dude.
Oh yeah,
there's no other question about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I'm just putting this out there. This is probably a dumb thing to say, but if that happened to me, I'm talking scorched earth, motherfucker.
yeah,
I'm serious.
Sure.
Like if that happened to me, I'm not surviving through the night.
Yeah,
And I ain't killing myself either.
yeah,
I'm going out like a badass motherfucker.
yeah.
I'm going to have to make a few phone calls, probably pay some people off so they don't get arrested later. Because that's the other thing. I'm going down by myself. I'm going down a blazing, and I'm going down blazing, and I'm going down solo, so no one else has to do any time for it.
Yeah.
Or if people want to go down with me, but I'm not asking that. That's too much. Like, this ain't the Wild West.
Can you go down with some dude powder in your hand?
Fuck. I want to put some in my hand and smack someone with it.
Yeah, dude powder.
Like a fucking pimp. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get out of here, dude, bitch.
Little bitch.
Little bitch.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just, those movies are really good movies. But it does make you think, some of them. Some of them do make you think.
No, 100%. And the hardest part with those revenge movies is the actual part that makes them want to kill everyone. But I love the revenge parts, which is pretty much the most of the movie. It's just always the beginning where I'm going to cry. I'm going to get sad. I'm a big old softy, dude.
Or some of them, like during the revenge movies, they get shot and they're like still has a will to like fight back. Like,
but you know they're going to die, but they're still trying to fight.
Well, it's like that movie with Denzel Washington. He's down in Mexico, and then the little girl gets kidnapped. Man on Fire.
Yeah.
But that was like a true story.
That was a good fucking movie. That's probably one of my favorite Denzel films.
Yeah, that was. I mean, he got traded, right? Like for the little girl. I think at the end for the cartel or something like that.
Oh, I think he went down for her.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie though, man. Man on
He cared
Fire.
more about her than her fucking dad. Well, her dad is the one who fucking got her kidnapped.
He was involved with the drugs.
He was trying to get the money.
Yeah, he was trying to get the money.
Fucking fuck you. What's his name?
Yeah.
What's his fucking name? The dad was the singer, Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony, yeah. He played a good drug guy though.
Well, you know what's funny? In the 90s, he played a cholo in, you ever seen the movie The Substitute?
Yeah.
With Tom Berenger?
Yeah.
He's one of the mean vatos and shit. He's pretty believable too. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's kind of mean. But then I'm like, I know him as the R&B guy in the 2000s. So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, those revenge movies are pretty insane.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what? That's crazy though, because there's people out there that would trade their kids for money.
Oh, there's people out there that would do the terrible things to their kids too.
Yeah.
You know,
fucking nuts, dude. Yeah, I see these videos all the time. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, I see. You know what the videos I see, and sometimes I watch them and sometimes I skip them. But it's the confrontation on the pedophiles.
Oh yeah, when they're getting slapped.
Meeting up at like Starbucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I could read this out loud for everyone if you don't want to agree and have a conversation. And they're always like, no, okay. And you're always just like the whole time you're just like, can you just strangle him to death? Like, stop talking to him. Just strangle the life out of him. Because you can't fix these people.
No, there's no fixing them at all.
And I'm not saying I want to go out there and just freaking hitman everyone with a fucking razor wire, but
yeah, there's no fixing.
It's like we don't need to send them anywhere either.
The law's never going to give us the power to do what we want with them.
And then you get these crazy people out there, and I don't need to say what political spectrum they're on, but it's like, if this happened to your family, you wouldn't feel that way. It's just these fucking rich people. They don't need to pretend like they care. They support their agendas, and then they play by their own rules. No matter what side of the political spectrum they're on, rich people don't deal with the same laws and circumstances that we deal with, bro.
No.
It's different. It's a very privileged life.
You believe some of those rich people are out there hunting?
Oh, 100% hunting, probably hunting people.
Yeah, as I say, hunting people.
Oh,
Like that
yeah.
movie that came out to hunt.
That was a cool movie.
Yeah.
It was very political. It was funny.
Yeah.
It made me laugh. That's what I think Civil War is going to be like. Is it similar?
It's a little bit like that.
It's campy. Yeah.
Yeah. If a civil war was to happen, man, it'd be fucking nuts. I know that. I mean, you got to think there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers with guns.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't need to really give out spoilers to answer this question, but in the premise of the Civil War movie, it's basically Team Texas against Team California.
No, I didn't get that at all.
Okay, I'm mixing something else up then.
Yeah. I
Okay.
didn't get that at all from there.
Because maybe I read a weird conspiracy that was pitching that. But then when I was kind of nervous about that because I was like, how would that go down? California against Texas.
Well, California, I mean, they do got a red Republican Party.
No. I don't mean, I mean, I'm saying Civil War style.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty fucking insane, dude.
I feel like there's a lot more gun-toting people that could probably fuck us up that live in Texas
Yeah.
than are here.
Oh, for sure.
So, I mean, yeah, you got gangbangers in every state. You got them here in Cali. You got them in Texas, too. But I don't know, bro. Those ranchers and farm boys could probably fuck the shit. Well, there's a lot more of them out there than there are. But there's a lot in California, too. But
that's what people were saying. Like, if there was an invasion, right? Coming, I saw this one podcast. They were saying there was an invasion, and then people had to fly over, like, what is it, like the Midwest? I always get it wrong, anyways. The South. Yeah, either the South or Midwest. But just those fucking, like, or even like Montana, like flying through Montana, all those fucking hunters in there and then hiding in the forest. They're done. They wouldn't. I don't even think they'd make it past those states, dude. There'd be so many people with guns out there that know how to hunt and just stay quiet. Then you have all the veterans on top of that, and all these other people who actually know how to use guns. And
the problem is, and this is always the issue,
overweight militia guys, but
is how the factions are going to split up.
Yeah.
Right. Because let's be honest, if that happens, there's no more police, there's no more military. It's literally
a scary day.
It's literally going to be everyone for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and how is that going to change? How is that going to be? You know, are we going to be linking up with the street gangs? You know, like, I don't know, dude. That's some gangs in New York shit.
Yeah.
That's when your neighborhood's your gang. You know, that's like real shit. That's normal shit.
Unless there's
everyone's in a hood now.
Yeah, or it's like,
I'm gonna tell you right now, my street's fucked.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of hardened people in my street.
They could have my street, bro.
I already told you about that dog on wheels. Well, look out for him. Maybe they'll put an M16 on his back. He's got a Gatling gun.
The best thing is to get a ranch, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
get a couple acres, a ranch, and you'll be fucking set.
That's what you need, man. And
no one's gonna fuck with you.
I'm thinking we're transitioning right now into. We had the cabin. Things changed.
Yeah.
We're looking into different things, but the next thing we're looking into, and maybe not buying, but I want to go on an RV trip. You know, so I've been talking about it for years, and me and the wife are gonna put something together. And the thing that's nice about mobile is you can go wherever you want, you know. Yeah. And here's the other thing that's cool is hotel costs are fucking insane, and some airfare is insane.
Yeah,
like we're planning on getting away this weekend. It's not gonna happen anymore, but we were gonna go. She wanted to go up to Seattle, impromptu, just not planned. I got kind of excited because I was like, oh, sick. I want to go to like Jimi Hendrix's grave and drop a guitar pick off and all these weird things I wanted to do. But we looked up airfare, and Seattle's only like a 2-hour flight. It's not even that far. 450 a person. And I was like, just for shits and giggles, look up New York City. It was about 400 a person. I was like, okay. I said, look up Hawaii. Dude, Hawaii was there was one as low as $180. I'm like, so you're telling me, because how was it, 4 hours to Hawaii or something?
Yeah, rough.
So it's like a 4-hour trip across the Pacific Ocean is cheaper than going like a state up
Yeah.
to Seattle. And I'm just like, fuel cost, all that makes zero sense, right?
Just go to Hawaii.
It doesn't make sense. And it's just, and that's how you know all this shit is bullshit. But it's just like, that's another reason why we're like, we should do this. Because, we can't go to Hawaii, but hey, with Southwest, you $180, you can go there any time of the year.
Yeah.
But
I've been trying to go to Florida for a while, and
I bet you it wouldn't be that expensive.
no. We got to go.
I've heard good things about like the Tampa Bay area. Like I wouldn't mind going over there. Miami would be cool, but I don't know if I want to. It's so busy and all that, and I'm not like a clubber person, but it'd be cool to experience the Cuban culture down in Miami.
Yeah, I got to go for a wedding. That's why. So it's like, been checking it out.
What area of Florida?
It's like a small town.
Is it like northern Florida, southern Florida?
Yeah, it's like it's my sister-in-law lives there. I gotta ask my wife the city, but it's like it's more like, I want to say it's kind of close to Miami a little bit.
Oh, so it's southern then.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, you'll be
Deeper.
safe.
Yeah.
You're not gonna deal with the creepy swamp people.
Yeah, a couple of our friends are moving out there to Miami. They got a nice little. They got a fucking. I think the apartment they got is fucking gorgeous. It's like oversits like the ocean. You can wake up and that's your morning. Hey,
dude,
look, there's a bunch of drugs coming across.
See, I don't know if I could live in Florida though, but I heard it's nice. Everyone I know, I don't even know them. Everyone I know of that lives there raves about it.
Yeah,
but I don't want to deal with the weather.
Just the laws out there are different. I think they have like the open carry laws. I'm not sure. I know like the weed, it's illegal.
Yeah, the weed is illegal.
Probably get in trouble. You'll get arrested for sure. I'm just had to throw that out.
I would find someone though. There's so many people out there that smoke weed.
I'd bail you out.
Huh?
I'd bail you out.
Yeah. No, I mean I wouldn't get caught.
Podcast.
I wouldn't get caught.
No, but if you did, I'd bail you out.
Well, I appreciate that.
Thanks.
You. Might be expensive. And get that in writing. The wife's like, cool. He said he'd do it.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I didn't know it was going to be $100,000.
Nicole's like, what the fuck did you just agree to?
It's a $200,000 bond. I don't know.
Oh, fuck. I wouldn't bail me out. I'd let me cook, dude.
I'd bail you out and just see if you ran.
If you ran,
I'd laugh. I'd be like, this guy ran.
Give me some commissary. Hook me up with the fucking with the scrub, or no, not the scrub. Hook me up with the spread. I was watching the snack thing. You know that show Hot Ones where they try the hot wings and everyone eats them? So the dude who does that, or the same production company who does that, also does this thing where it's called like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like a snack thing.
Yeah.
And the one I was watching was with Seth Rogen and Ice Cube. And they're going over the snacks they like. And you know, Seth Rogen's from Canada and Ice Cube's from LA, but it was just funny because they're going through all the different snacks they like, and it was interesting because I was like, dude, it's cool that you're seeing people's tastes and what they're into and how it's different geographically. But like Seth Rogen was into ketchup flavored potato chips.
Oh shit.
Because in Canada those are like popular. And then Ice Cube was funny. He pulled out red vines and he's all, yeah, this goes out to all those Twizzler people. Kill yourself. And I was like, yeah, I don't know anyone that likes Twizzlers. Eric.
I don't like Twizzlers.
Good.
No, I like red vines.
You better put that dude powder on. Put that dude powder on your Twizzler.
Yeah, even Skittles. I mean, I try not to eat Skittles, but my daughter had a bag of Skittles the other day and I fucking couldn't resist. And I'm like, dude, these are supposed to be bad for you, but fuck, they're good too.
You know what's funny? They taste good, but you know that they're bad.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that when you eat something? You're just like, oh, you're in the moment. You're like a fat kid. You're like hella happy.
Yeah.
But then as soon as it goes away, don't you feel like you just did something bad?
Yeah, I felt like that. So like, you know, like this last week when I got sick, you know, I slept one day all day, but when I woke up, I wanted fucking like candy. It was weird. Like I had no energy. I really didn't eat no food.
And you didn't take the medicine I was talking about earlier.
No, and I just wanted candy. I was like, fuck. I was in and out of sleeping. I wake up, I wanted some candy, so I'm like looking for candy, and then I eat some candy, go back to the room, watch some TV, and then crash out again. I was like, all day. It was kind of scary, dude. It's like, fuck, man.
I mean, sometimes your body just needs rest.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. But then when I was feeling sick, even after I started feeling better, I went back to jiu-jitsu. I really wasn't eating, so I felt like my body was like super depleted.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just from the prednisone they put me on, or the medicine, but it was like I felt depleted.
Well, it's an allergy medicine, right?
It's a steroid, anti-inflammatory. It's
Because
used for different
don't most
things.
allergy medicines kind of make you drowsy?
Yeah, but it's used for different things, like prednisone, for any type of inflammatory. Like runners use it.
But I'm just saying the side effect might be drowsiness.
Yeah, it probably. Yeah, I felt like shit, dude. It caused me to have some fucking crazy mood swings. But, like today, I was like, dude, I gotta be that chubby kid and go get a pizza. When I called you, I was getting pizza because I felt so weak the last couple of days, like doing jiu-jitsu. I didn't know what was gonna fix me, so I was like, I didn't know what was. Maybe I just needed food in my body, so I went and got pizza, and yeah, I felt better. I felt kind of like myself again.
How'd you feel in class today?
I felt weak too. Weak. I felt like, I mean, my jiu-jitsu was like, I don't know. I'm just arguing with myself over jiu-jitsu, but I just felt weak, dude. And I felt weak yesterday too.
It was funny. You were like, remember where we were going today? And you were like, dang, what the hell? You keep pinching me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because I kept grabbing your grips?
Yeah, you kept grabbing my grip. It was fucking hurting. But I felt weak. Yesterday I rolled 2 and it was like, it was almost out of breath. And I've been working so much on that cardio.
It's probably the fucking, the congestion.
Yeah.
Because when you're congested, you're not breathing right.
And you know what I figured too this last week is like, I actually like my weight. I like being a heavyweight rolling like that. I feel like it fits me. Like I feel like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I'm one of those guys that's ever going to be like 100% like doing like other type of crazy moves like somersaults and shit when I'm, it's just not me. I like being that strong wrestler type of feeling, like being dominant.
I feel like that's part of your white belt. Well, they say that's your blue belt, but I do think it is part of your white belt when you're kind of finally coming into your own person.
Figuring out what you are and who you are.
And figuring out like to just embrace it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think a lot of people, myself included, you're like trying to fit into something and it's like, you're already there.
Yeah.
You're already that. You just need to help yourself, evolve.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think the main thing is learning who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Because for me, it was like, I still don't quite know. I can tell you right now, I'm not the loosey-goosey, spazzy gymnast. Yeah. But I don't feel like I'm, I don't know. I don't know my game that very well either. But
I mean, I think we're just all figuring it out, But, like I think we're going to figure out until we get to black belt.
Because that's what they say, yeah.
Like we'll never 100% know.
Well, I think, no, you won't ever 100% know, but I think we'll have a good idea by purple.
Yeah. I mean, I think at the end of the day, like
by purple, you'll know where you're going.
Even at the end of the day, we might be like doing this in the gym and it's decent in the gym, but I feel like as long as we can defend ourselves outside the gym, we're okay. Like defend ourselves, defend our families, like we're okay.
Yeah.
Like we can do these moves and we know what's going to work. And then we have our MMA program on top of it. So as long as we keep training the way we are, I think everything's going to work out okay for us.
Yeah, I think so too, man. The MMA training really helps because, man, I suck so bad, and that's good.
Yeah.
I don't say it in a way where I'm like, I'm going to go home and listen to like Good Charlotte and cry, but I'm saying it in like a way where I'm like, hey, I got things to work on.
Yeah, I mean, I got smashed on yesterday by Sam, and he's a big boy too. And
yeah, he is.
And I kind of was playing the bottom part where I let him get on top of me. And then he started adding the top pressure that we've been doing in MMA. And yeah, man, I kind of learned to relax there. It was just like, I'm okay.
Embrace the suck.
Yeah, it sucks so bad. And it was trying to catch my breath. But at the same time, I'm like, my arm's not breaking. He's not getting me any moves. He's just laying on his north-south position on me. And I'm just going to relax until I can feel him move, or the bell's going to ring, and then it's done. And if that was a match, we both scored no points because we're just both laying there.
Yeah. And
so it's fine with me.
Yeah.
So
you're like, hopefully it's not IBJJF and we get 2 more of these.
Yeah.
But I was going to say too, damn it, I forgot. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
Or do a lot, and maybe you'll remember. I don't know. Is that good advice? I was gonna say something, then I had one of my senior moments.
Talking about MMA.
Yeah, dude, it's just that day, last Friday, we were sparring,
Yeah.
and you picked me first. I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with how I performed, but I'm fine with it. But dude, as soon as you're like, go, I already told you this, but my mind was like, I don't have an extensive playbook for fighting, but I was like,
Yeah.
kick, punch,
Yeah.
kick, punch, and I think that's what I was saying in my head. And I think that's why I felt like I was getting my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Because I've heard what fighters do and how they fight, and they've asked them like what they think. And it's always like, you can't think about the fight, because if you're thinking during the fight, you're going to get punched and you're going to get your ass kicked. All your fighting has to be instinctual, like movements based on how you're feeling out your opponent and based on what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the whole point of repetition with boxing training, because you're training your body to always know how to move based on where you are, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just like, you can tell I haven't been hitting the bag or the gloves that long,
And stayed in that circle we did last week.
That was the only thing I did good.
Stay in the circle.
Was I was pushing everyone out of the circle. Maybe deep down inside, I was a sumo wrestler back in the day in my head. But
it also teaches you to fight in the pocket, because a lot of people, that's where I learned from, was like,
they'll push you.
Yeah.
And you got to still be able to get in while they're pushing you away.
When I was transitioning from Taekwondo over to Muay Thai or kickboxing, when I was younger, what they do is like they would keep me in there because I was so used to like throwing a kick and then scooting away, moving back. So then I had to learn to stay inside the pocket.
Yeah,
and so
keep them going.
Yeah. So one of my coaches, shout out Jose Soto, he would put a circle there, and we would. He was a boxing coach, and we would throw body shots, hooks, and just sit there and take them, boom, 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 back and forth. And sometimes you get hit because you can't block them, and you're good. You
need to get hit.
Yeah, and you learn that way, and then it's even better when you start doing headshots in the circle.
Yeah,
because you want to go backwards. That's your new instinct, like to go back, but then you start learning how to move and take these punches, and you're fighting inside the pocket. And because most of us, our natural instinct is to like, okay, I'm going to back away, and then I'll throw a punch or kick as I'm backing away. But if you learn to fight inside the pocket, that fear gets taken away. Now we become accustomed, become used to being like, okay, now I can take hits inside the pocket. I'm not so far. I've sparred some boxers where they're coming straight at me. They're just fucking coming straight at me. Like, they're just bobbing and weaving, coming at me. And when they're getting ready to throw a punch, dude, oh my God, it's fucking hard body shots, like just their movements, and for being a kickboxer, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking try to, and they're like, no kicks, we're sparring just boxing only. So then you got to adjust, like, okay, now I got to block, now I got to do this, and they're going body, head,
Yeah.
It teaches you to stay in that pocket,
Yeah.
And especially when they're throwing uppercuts, you're just like, I'm gonna get hit in the chest right now. That's why I don't like, when I spar, I don't like wearing any type of
headgear.
I like wearing headgear. Of course, just because, I've been stupid not wearing headgear, but
but headgear
I don't like
only
the face bars across my face. I like to feel that punch, even though it sucks.
Well, face bar would be bad for the person kicking, right?
Well, they have boxing ones too. They wear across the face. It's just a bar. It goes across the face.
Well, they're not kicking you with that. They're punching.
But it's just for the nose and stuff. But I feel like when I wear headgear, I used to shop around for like the headgear would have the tightest, because I didn't want to like get my nose busted up so much. So I'd be like, because I was always getting clocked in the nose, right? And then when your nose, when you get hit in the nose so much,
you can't fucking breathe, right?
Yeah, you start getting used to it. But especially as you're younger, I always tell the young guys, like, you're going to get used to this. You're just going to be accustomed. You're going to get accustomed to it, because it's the younger kids, because you're getting hit so much. You're just like, fuck this. It's like jiu-jitsu, like it gets thrown around, you like pop back up or something.
Yeah.
But so when you get hit, I found that the headgear would get shift, and it would get into my eyes, and I couldn't see. So I started wearing the wide open headgear, more of the wide open, so my headgear wouldn't shift so much. But yeah, I got accustomed getting hit. It was just like, okay, I'm gonna get a punch in the face right now, and I kind of liked it after a while. I got used to it.
Yeah.
Not from like so much of a power fucking cross.
Because the headgear just keeps you from getting cut, right?
Well, not just cut, but it like you can still get concussions from it.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop you from
'Cause
getting
everything I've read is
concussion.
it doesn't stop anything.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It's just protection.
So, yeah, but
Protection.
from what? Like getting
You're
marks
getting
on
cut,
you, right?
yeah,
Bruises?
getting marks, cuts on you.
That's why I don't quite
knocked
get
out
it.
I got knocked out with headgear on.
Oh yeah.
I got
That's
knocked
why
out
I don't
cold.
understand. Why do people wear them then? So they just don't get cut up?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of it's like just protection, getting cut up. Some gyms won't let you spar without it. Especially
I
the
wonder
guys who
why.
have fights coming up. They have MMA fights coming up or boxing matches. They don't want to get cut up before a fight.
Well, no, that I get.
Yeah.
But why does the gym make it mandatory if it doesn't help the safety anyway?
Well, there is some safety. We're not
Well,
getting
what's the
cut.
safety though?
Not
Well,
getting
not
bashed.
getting
Yeah.
bloody.
Not getting cut, bashed open. not
Yeah,
getting cut.
that's true because then you got a bloody mat.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're not getting gashed. I mean,
but
there's
you're
some
also
people-
not getting
well,
calloused either though,
Yeah.
because then what happens when you do get punched with a glove? Your skin's gonna rip.
Well, that's why they put Vaseline on you.
Sure, but I'm wondering, you're taking all those hits anyway. Do you think you can callus that face?
Oh no.
It's just soft tissue, right?
I mean, I feel like there's a point where you can actually, like, when you're boxing so much, like, and fighting so much, you can actually not your face is not going to callus up like your shins. I don't feel like it does.
No.
Maybe other people have different opinions, but
Maybe we need to rub our shit on the concrete.
yeah, I mean, I feel like once you get cut in certain spots, like your eyebrows or your eyelids, like you're going to always get cut open there a lot faster, right? Like if you see
Oh.
Nick Diaz, he gets
Because of
he gets
scar
cut
tissue?
yeah, the scar tissue, and they get cut a lot faster. But when we're growing up, I mean, we kind of always had headgear put on, or sometimes me and my brother boxed without headgear, and I don't know, it's just kind of something you did growing up.
Yeah, I'm not used to it at all. But then again,
Some people are
once
not
again, I don't
comfortable
know.
with it. Some people panic with it on because they feel like they can't move, they can't see with it.
It feels weird.
Yeah, you gotta get used
You
to
just
it.
gotta get used to it.
You gotta
though.
get used to moving with it.
I
It's like getting
get-
used to moving with the gi on.
Yeah.
Once you
Or
learn how
just,
to move
or
a
like
gi.
you said, just getting smashed too.
Well, yeah, even if we put 16-ounce gloves on you and we tied them, right? Now you feel panicked because it's not just a strap. We're actually lacing your gloves up.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so people panic with that. Like if you see some people get a 16-ounce glove and you put your hand in there with hand wraps and we lace them up, we tie them up and you can't get the fuck out. Like your hands are stuck in there,
Yeah.
right? And some people panic with that. Some people want just a basic, oh, I can tear this off anytime I want.
Why do you think that's a weird glitch, or why is that a fear? It seems like an irrational fear.
I think it's just people who are not accustomed with boxing.
So it is like a weird irrational fear. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's nothing that's really gonna happen to you.
Nothing's gonna happen. It's just that you have heavier gloves. It's a little bit heavier, and your hands are tied. Your hand, I mean, your hands are not tied, but you have the laces on.
Yeah.
The laces are tied. Sometimes we tape it. Keep those laces.
I feel like the people that don't like that though, they're probably not fighters though. Right?
Yeah.
Because every fighter does that, right?
I was raised with the laces, so I like even when I went to the kickboxing gyms, they put laces on us. I didn't have
The Velcro.
Like, yeah, the Velcro. That wasn't until later I started
Yeah.
getting into the Velcro.
The laces look cooler.
Yeah, and then we always wrapped our hands. Now I see everyone wearing these
under-
wraps. Yeah,
it's like
these
the
under
underwear.
wrap. Yeah, we never really wore those. We
So-
wore wraps.
Well, so if we were hitting a bag like boxers do, we would need to wrap our hands, right?
Yeah, you don't want to
because our
damage
hands would
your
be moving a
knuckles.
lot more.
Yeah, your knuckles, your
You
wrists.
get
You
like
want to
blisters and
not more blisters, but you don't want to mess up your knuckles. You don't mess
oh,
up
so
your wrists.
it's just padding your
you're protecting your hands.
muscles.
Your
Oh,
hand-
okay.
Like all these little other muscles that are in here too. You want to
Yeah.
get. I mean, if you ever throw a punch wrong, you ever feel it where you
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of like shocks your hand.
Well, I mean,
arm?
look at this hand.
Yeah. So you want to protect all that stuff.
I've obviously broke this hand.
Yeah, you don't want to be like in sparring matches and hitting bags and you break your hand and all of a sudden like you can't compete
Or right. Or
Yeah,
do other
right.
things with
Can't
your
do other
fucking
shit.
hand.
Can't jack off.
Wipe your ass.
Yeah.
Did you see that funny tattoo real quick before we sign off? I don't know if Eric sent it to you, but it was Bruce Lee. Like it's your hand and then it's his arm and then it's Bruce Lee's body.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then the meme says this tattoo was super cool until you started jerking off and realized it's Bruce Lee jerking you off.
yeah.
It's like, fuck.
One thing I want you guys to try though in MMA is, or even those guys who are listening to boxing, is put a mouthpiece on. Try to put in your mouthpiece
mouth
on.
guard?
Yeah, wear your mouthpiece, wear headgear.
I like wearing my mouth guard. I do it in
And-
jiu-jitsu
and-
now.
And even if you're just hitting a bag, you don't have to put your headgear on when you're hitting a bag.
okay.
But learn to start breathing with your mouthpiece in and your mouthpiece out. A lot of people like to spit it out.
Yeah.
But if you learn to have your mouthpiece in and you're breathing as you're throwing these punches, you're going to get a lot more accustomed to it. So what I would do, and I know a lot of people say it's stupid, but I would take a piece of gum and put it inside my mouthpiece.
Oh, to keep it
tucked in for me, because I got to a point where I didn't know what to do. I was spitting my mouthpiece out all the time. I didn't like it. I fucking hated it. My coaches were yelling at me.
Yeah.
So I just started.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah. I would cut it super small and it would fucking fall. I wasn't protecting me.
Oh, because you're cutting the back out. I was
cutting the back out a lot. And
some of them don't fit right.
Some are shitty. And back then they were shitty too.
My Venom one isn't the best.
Yeah.
I'm using my dental one right now.
Yeah, that's good.
It's way better.
Yeah, you could
fits tighter. It's clear.
You use it for everything.
I do. I use it. There was one time late last year, someone had me in some kind of choke around the fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And you know how they get it around your face and not your neck?
Yeah.
They were cranking it though. And I felt my front tooth move and I was like, One, I know how expensive those are fucking to replace. I also know how painful it is. And that's a front one. Like, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need to start wearing a mouth guard. And
yeah,
it's been better.
Yeah. At least you don't have to.
You have a quote this week? My phone died.
Yeah. Let me pull up a quote real quick.
Hopefully it's better than my Norm Macdonald quote a couple weeks back. R.I.P. Norm.
P. Norm.
P. Norm? Who the hell's P. Norm?
Let me pull up a quote, guys. So before we end this podcast.
I don't know why I have New York in my head, but and it's also the Gremlins version from part 2. Eric's looking up stuff. Start pulling up the quotes. We're almost done here.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Guess what this is from?
Person?
This is not really an inspiration code, but these guys have been in my mind lately. It says you.
The Ghetto Boys.
No.
Oh.
These are movie stars, actors. It says you, comma, with that iron head of yours, exclamation point. Now I'm liable to pay for another hammer. Mo.
What was the last part? What'd you say? Bo?
Mo.
Larry
Curly Mo.
Oh, yeah. One of the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said Mo. You should have been like, Mo.
Mo. Yeah, man. These guys have been on my mind lately. I don't know why.
Who's your favorite Stooge?
I like Mo, dude.
Yeah,
Mo's cool.
the best.
Yeah,
he's a
he's
smart
cool.
one.
Yeah.
Even though he's stupid.
Yeah. I don't know why they've been on my mind lately. So there you go.
I like Three Stooges.
Yeah, Three Stooges are cool, man. I used to watch them black and white.
I'm not saying we need to get high and watch the Three Stooges, but I think we need to get high and watch the Three Stooges. Order some Taco fucking Bell, huh?
Next week we're gonna have a special guest coming on. We're gonna have Sheepdog and one of his
Zeep Dog
and Point Man 415, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna have them coming on next week, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that podcast. And
they'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
I'm asking some Barbara Walters type questions.
Fuck yeah, it's gonna be
cutting
fucking
deep.
insane.
We're gonna get to know what's going on.
These guys are police officers, so we're gonna have a lot of questions for them. We're gonna have a good time, and hopefully this will be a good interview for everyone to check out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe, like button. Give us a follow. We're out today. Have a great day.
Later.